for our Pastor Martin Niemöller check-in. Which non-threatening population are we fucking with this week?
I'm here today to announce that the program known as DACA is being rescinded.
DACA protects about 790,000 people aged 15 to 36 who illegally entered the United States as children.
Enforcement won't happen for another 6 months.
Oh, good. That should be just enough time for ICE to finish weaving their dreamer catchers. The president teased ending DACA at his last campaign rally, which is a thing he's still doing because I guess everyone involved in the 2016 election wants us to keep reliving it over and over for all eternity. Trump did not mince words, though he did frappe them.
He defied federal law and the Constitution to give amnesty to approximately 5 million illegal immigrants.
Amnesty. It's a portmanteau of amnesty and complete nonsense. What do you call those?
A euphemism.
That's it. A euphemism. Why would Trump betray young people who trusted the government with all their information? I mean, your guess is as good as his.
As late as 1 hour before the decision was to be announced, administration officials privately expressed concern that Mr. Trump might not fully grasp the details of the steps he was about to take, and when he discovered their full impact would change his mind.
Again? I'm pretty sure changing Trump's mind is what got us where we are today. So I wouldn't necessarily, oh, no, there he goes. He's changing it. Okay.
The president wrote on Twitter, quote, Congress now has 6 months to legalize DACA, something the Obama administration was unable to do. If they can't, I will revisit this issue, exclamation mark.
Have you met this Congress? Question mark. The Freedom Caucus won't let them pass wind, much less a bill. Obama only signed off on DACA because the DREAM Act had been stuck in congressional limbo since 2001, a bygone era of cooperation when Democrats and Republicans came together in harmony.
God bless America.
God, I miss the days when people would sing on 9/11 instead of masturbating. Well, I assume singing God Bless America. You know, something doesn't add up here. I thought Donald Trump welcomed children seeking citizenship. I mean, if their parents are Russian and can afford $84,000 for a Trump Tower rental with gold-tiled bathtub and chauffeured Escalade, hey, make sure you read the fine print, moms. If you take the gold-plated placenta tray, you lose your deposit. Trump could have ruined DACA recipients' lives with a tweet any time in the last 8 months, but he didn't. So why now?
Because 10 states have told the Attorney General that if this doesn't end by then, there will be a lawsuit, and if that happens, the administration will lose.
Hey, that litigious zealot with the something about Mary hair looks familiar. Remember this guy? The flim-flam lawyer we last saw peddling voter fraud remedies around the country like a bottle of nerve tonic? The would-be governor and paid Breitbart fabulist who also runs Trump's voter fraud commission, where he investigates states for non-existent crimes he himself made up on Breitbart. He's basically a one-man human centipede of anti-immigrant bullshit. But Kris, how can you make xenophobia cool for millennials?
Young people who are coming out of high school right now, unemployment is 17%. Why would you want to give an amnesty to 1.7 million young illegal aliens to compete against them?
Because that's not how jobs work. When someone gets thrown out of their workplace, we don't just hand their job to an entitled, low-skilled white person, not unless it's Tucker Carlson. And quit telling people the labor market is a game of musical chairs. That is a fallacy.
There is no fixed number of jobs, either in a country or globally. The so-called lump of labor fallacy is indeed a fallacy.
Lump of labor. Oh, that sounds like something you'd need a gold placenta tray for. More people participating in the economy creates more employment. That's why we went from 1 late night show to 7,000. Dreamers are not stealing our jobs. We're just stealing their future and slandering them while we do it.
By definition, if you are in DACA, you can't have committed a crime. If you have committed a crime, you're out.
Actually, DACA allows you to get the amnesty as long as you haven't been convicted. And so in one of the lawsuits I brought on behalf of 10 ICE agents...
If you haven't been convicted,
then you haven't committed a crime.
Committed a crime.
Right.
Did you just roll your eyes at the idea of due process? Young man, you go to your room and do not come out until you're less fascist. Actually, do come out. I want to see you get spanked by an angry lady.
A lot of gangbangers get arrested, but the state won't have the resources to prosecute all of them, and so they're released.
I'm going to take a leap and say Mark Zuckerberg isn't looking to hire gangbangers. These type of employees are going to help us help the U.S. economy. I don't think Mark Zuckerberg is looking to hire the Crips and the thugs.
Aw, bless her heart. That sounds like the name of an all-white high school rap trio. They're into Princeton in a major way. Something tells me this bigoted sack of Bisquick has never met a dreamer. Oh, you know what? Here's some.
There are tens of thousands of dreamers in the Houston area making their mark in the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey. Alonzo Guillen, a dreamer volunteer, drowned trying to rescue others after the storm. Jesus Contreras, a paramedic who worked 6 days straight rescuing flood victims.
Jesus Contreras, what is your message individually to him?
A couple of things. One is that he's gotten a great gift from the American taxpayer. He's gotten the best free public education in the Western Hemisphere. And, you know, he should be grateful because we, the taxpayers, have paid for that.
Well, that's a fucked up way to say thank you. Jesus Contreras is a taxpayer. That's the whole point of DACA, and you know it, you patronizing slab of white privilege and aspic. We should not require dreamers to be Jesus just to live here. But this Jesus actually did walk on water to save people while you were in makeup for your 5th Shit on Dreamers TV hit of the week. And if it turns out there's quicksand under that wheat field you force your family to live in, I bet he'd save your sorry ass too.